Hello and welcome. I'm your host, elizibar, and let's get ready for a little controversy. You remember these guys? The Elite? Like, I don't get it. Okay, you gotta lose belts, you gotta recycle them onto new people. So, of course, the Young Bucks have to lose their belt to somebody. Kenny has to lose his belts to somebody. Losing his belt to Christian was really weird. Like, the Impact belt to Christian was really weird because Christian then lost it to Josh Alexander, who 5 minutes later lost it to somebody else, and this is a total waste of plot. Don't know why they did that. The Young Bucks losing the belts to the Lucha Bros, that's kind of cool. Like, the Lucha Bros definitely have earned those belts. They have put on great shows for years in Impact. In AEW wrestling, man, they have just done a fantastic job. So them getting the belts, like, that feels okay. What doesn't feel so okay is the fact that the Elite is supposed to be big and bad, and they literally just recruited somebody and brought him in, Adam Cole over there on the left. And I'm sitting here watching them cut this promo, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, Dr. Elizibar, PhD, when was the last time that they actually won anything? You know? They lost the stupid Halloween Ghostbuster match. Kenny lost his belts. The Young Bucks have been on like a losing streak. Adam Cole, I, I think he won one match. Like the first time he showed up in a match, he actually won. And has he lost every other time? Because that's sure what that feels like, is that he has just lost every other time. And I'm looking over at these dudes and I'm like, come on. And are the Good Brothers not in the Elite anymore? Because we haven't seen them on AEW in a long time. So it just feels like a lot of wasted opportunity. The fact that these dudes have come out and them going heel is fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But the weird thing is they've went and they've become heels that are like comedy heels. And it just doesn't work. And I know they like that kind of fun, kind of wrestling, because you'll see them like the Halloween match where they get in costumes and that kind of stuff. And that can be fun and all. But when you do silly stuff literally every match you're in, like you come out and you're wearing something absolutely completely ridiculous over and over again, it sets up a pattern. There is a long American tradition of making fun of what used to be called macaroni. If you've ever heard the song Yankee Doodle Dandy, then you'll have heard the word macaroni. Like, and they call it macaroni. What does that mean? Macaroni was a style of European clothing. Rich people wore it. They usually looked a little weird or a little effeminate. And in American culture, going back to the 16, 1700s, Americans made fun of that. They made fun of macaroni. They made fun of that style of dress, and they're dressing like that to, elicit that kind of like jeering and stuff. And I don't understand why. Because they would have made really great semi-serious, like if they had been serious about being heels, it would have been a lot more fun. You know? Like, they should be absolutely terrors. They should be going out there and just wrecking people. Maybe wearing black and white, like they're the second coming of the NWO, which actually would be the third coming of the NWO because the Bullet Club was like the second coming of it. But you know what I mean. And I feel like AEW has wasted a lot of great momentum that they could have had, that they could have developed, that could have been going on with these guys as legitimate, terrifying opponents. Instead, they're just kind of jokesy. Look no further than the exploding barbed wire death match between Kenny Omega and John Moxley. That was John Moxley. The Moxley Extermination Chamber. I remember Don Callis calling it. And just look at that thing and how that kind of fizzled out. And then the aftermath when they were covering up the fact that the explosions weren't all that explody, but Eddie Kingston did his dang job and he sold those explosions like they were legit. Then Kenny and Don Callis come out and they totally inappropriately like mock that stuff, and that's too wink wink in my opinion. Like, you can only wink at me in the audience so many times before it loses effectiveness. When I know that you know that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? You're just playing a game and it's not a fun game anymore. I would have really liked them to have been like kind of serious heels instead of comedy heels, because the comedy thing doesn't really suit them, which maybe they don't want to hear, but that's kind of how I feel about it. Adam Cole, total waste of a hire. Like, I don't know why you bring somebody in, hype them up, and then just have them spectacularly fail for 3 months. Because that's what it feels like is going on there. Now maybe there's like a upcoming story arc where this is all going to change my opinion, but right now, man, that's how I feel about what's going on with AEW and the Elite. In Impact, they kind of teased the Elite, Kenny and the Good Brothers versus Bullet Club, and then that all just kind of fizzled out too. Like I don't understand why you would tease me with having Jay White come in, do the two like not do the too sweet with the Good Brothers, and then not follow through with it. It doesn't make one lick of sense. There's a lot of wasted opportunities here that could have resulted in some really fun plot lines, some really cool stuff, and we're just not getting it. All right, you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.